Read that real quick.
Book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 19.
Come on.
And God said, Sarah, thy wife, shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac.
So Isaac is our father. You understand? So Isaac was chosen. Right. Understand? Come on.
And I will establish my covenant with him.
So the Most High established his covenant with Isaac, not the Arab nation or Ishmael, as we're going to see. He established his covenant with Isaac. Come on.
For an everlasting covenant.
For an everlasting covenant. He didn't change. These people claim to be the people or the prophets of God, and Allah, the Most High, is going to deal with them. That's not what the scripture say. And over here it tells you that we're supposed to obey what the prophets of the Bible said. Come on.
And with his seed after him.
Come on. There's more. Come on.
And as for Ishmael.
Now, as for Ishmael, the other son, who is the father of the Arab world, the Ishmaelites, as for Ishmael, come on.
I have heard thee.
Come on.
Behold, I have blessed him.
Come on.
And will make him fruitful.
Right.
And will multiply him exceedingly.
And that happened. He became a mighty nation. It's like we became a mighty nation. Come on.
12 princes shall beget.
Jacob had 12 sons. He had 12 princes. Come on.
And I will make him a great nation.
I will make him a great nation is more.
But my covenant.
Come on.
Will I establish with Isaac.
So these people are not the chosen people, and the Quran is a lie. The Bible's what's coming to pass. The Quran don't tell you your nationality, who you are. It doesn't mention America, but you can find America or who we are in the Bible. There is a nationality. What's that? No, we're not. We all are servants to God, but God created nations. Give me the book of Job 12:23. The Lord, He created nations. He raised nations up, and He dropped nations down.
You're referring a lot of the Bible. Can I say something that's in the Quran?
Let me just read this for you about the nations. Comment you made. The Lord, He made nations. You understand? The Jews, they were slaves under the Arabs. I mean, under the Egyptians. One nation enslaving another. The so-called black woman and black man, we're slaves under the white man. You understand? Read that real quick.
The book of Job, chapter 12, verse 23.
Come on.
He increased the nation.
The Lord said He increases nations. Come on.
And destroyeth them.
And what?
And destroyeth them.
And destroyed them. So the Lord, He created nations, He uplifts nations, and He destroys them. The so-called black man and black woman, we've been destroyed because of our disobedience towards God. Daniel 9th chapter and the 12th verse. We were disobedient against God. And
No, I didn't want to say that. Hey, I'm gonna use
so the Lord, we were disobedient against the Most High, and He destroyed us. So now we're trying to get our people back together according to the Most High. Somebody else can come in if you want. Yeah.
Brother, let me ask a question, man. You into Islam, right?
Jai?
Let me ask a
You want to
question.
come in? Or you want to come in? Or?
The Quran teaches you.
Aaron, you read.
According to the Bible, you're not
You
supposed
read.
to. According to the Islam,
I want to set the
right?
light. I brought the light.
According to the Quran, it tells you
Let's
that
get the light set up.
you're not supposed to steal, right? That's what the Quran tells you, right? Now, the Quran tells you that you're not supposed to keep friend with Christian. Am I right?
Keep
Friend with Christian. If you're
with
Muslim, you're not supposed to have Christian and Jews as friends.
I don't agree with that. And I
It's
don't,
Surah. You know about the Quran?
I don't recall that.
Okay. You read the Quran, right? You sure? But when you get a chance, right? In Surah chapter 5, verse 5:1, it tells you that if you're a Muslim, you're not supposed to have friends with Christian or Jews. That's what it said in the Surah. Okay? Now, the Quran also tells you that you're not supposed to steal, right? Now, next question. How did Muhammad get Mecca? You don't know how Muhammad get Mecca? Are you into Islam? Are you really deeper into Islam, brother?
100%.
Okay, 100%. But I'm asking you a question. I have you 2 questions. Okay? 3 questions. The first question I ask you, according to the Quran tells you you're not supposed to steal, right? Second, the Quran tells you that if you're a Muslim, you're not supposed to keep friends with Christians and Jews. Okay? I know a lot of Muslims that have a lot of Jewish friends, but they claim they're Muslim, right? If you're a real deep embedded Muslim, then you're supposed to follow what the Quran said, right? The third one, the Quran tells, according to the Quran tells you that Mary, okay, married to Alexander the Great. Now, I don't understand how the hell Mary could marry to Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was way in the 4th century BC, for 330, 341 he born, 351 BC. Mary, Christ's mother, was was way AD time period. We're BC 5 BC time period. So it's not linking up. You see what I'm saying? Now, according to the Quran, now there's many contradictions in the Quran, my man. I'm not here I'm not here, sir. No, I'm telling you things. If you read the Quran, you should know these things, my man. Okay? The Quran is a lot of contradiction in the Quran. The Quran tells you that the earth was created in 7 days, right? Now, there's another chapter the Quran tells you the earth was created in the 8 days. That's confusion, right? Because the Bible tells you God is not the author of confusion. Now, when you read the Quran, according to the history, Mecca was stolen from the Jews by Muhammad. The Jews murdered millions. Muhammad murdered millions of Jews and forced them to accept Islam. And also, Muhammad was a cross-dresser. You didn't know that, right? He wear lipstick. See, my man, there's a lot of things you need to learn about Islam. And first of all, Muhammad was not the one that put the Quran together. Muhammad couldn't read and write. Do you know that, right? Do you know that? So now, if I do not know how to read and write, how the hell can I put a book together?
That's the crazy thing behind it. Like, how can somebody who doesn't read and write have, like, in the Quran, it talks about, did you know about the description when it talks about the embryo?
Yeah.
You know that part?
Yeah.
Now, I think it was like thousands, I don't know how long after, but there was no scientific evidence of that. In the Quran, it perfectly described how an embryo looks like. It says it looks like a leech. It looks exactly like. Now, how can the Quran have those words in them when there's no scientific research, when nobody ever went inside and figured it out? Answer that question first.
When the Quran talks about the embryo, it's talking about the womb. It's talking about the womb. Okay?
He's talking about the embryo.
Embryo. When you look at the word embryo, it's a womb. It's a womb. That's what a womb is. Embryos. Okay? Now, like I said, there's a lot of contradiction in the Quran, but I'm not here to challenge you on Islam. But when you read the Quran, my man, there's a lot of contradiction in the Quran.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay? A lot of contradiction.
As far as the embryo thing, why couldn't they just cut open a woman and just find that out for themselves? They could just cut out a woman.
That was not known. It never happened.
No.
Like,
you're saying this never happened? Period.
Scientific research, like at that time when those words came down, right? There was no scientific evidence of that. So there's no way. So that's how you know those words are from God.
No, but what I'm saying is that why couldn't they just cut up like a lot of research in the medical industry?
That didn't happen back then. There was no cutting up.
How you know that?
Because none of that stuff happened until like hundreds of years.
They couldn't cut open a person to find out where a heart was, a liver was,
they didn't know nothing about codes, about cuts, about like.
I don't know about that, brother.
A lot of people, like back in the days in the army, people were dying more from like cuts and wounds more than like from serious injuries. That's when they didn't know about bacteria and stuff. So you're gonna say they don't know about bacteria, about cuts, they're gonna open the
bacteria and actual physical bacteria. The study of bacteria or research about bacteria is completely different from the shape of a heart or a liver or an embryo. I'm just saying. I mean, I find it hard to believe that no one would,
the medical science was you have no idea how much it advanced. There's no way they could have known.
That's kind of hard to believe. But I see your point, though.
There's scientific evidence on that, bro.
I'll look into it, though. I'm definitely gonna look into it.
We gotta go in the Bible. Give me Isaiah 29:16. But the problem with people. Then first of all, you gotta understand that the number one book, you don't believe in the Bible, but yet you believe in the Quran. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that the Quran mentioned that came from the Bible. So why would I read a book? Hold on, my man, hold on. If you don't believe in the Bible, why would you read a book that quotes something from a book that you don't believe in?
There's no contradictions in the Quran.
My man, listen, I just asked you a simple question.
Listen to this question.
I just asked you a simple question. You said you read the Quran, right? And I asked you a question. According to Islam teaching, if you're a Muslim, you are not supposed to keep friends with Christians and Jews. According to Surah chapter 5 verse 51. If you read the Quran, right? According to the other chapter in the Bible, it tells you that the earth was created in 7 days. Then in the Quran, then it went back again and said the earth was created in the 8 days. That's contradiction right there, right? Now, the third thing the Quran tells you you're not supposed to steal. How did Muhammad get Mecca? He stole the Mecca from the Jews, from the Israelites, and murdered millions of them, and converted them into Islam.
So
and they worship idol, stone, copper stone.
Yeah,
you see? What's the cube?
In the Quran, it says that somebody disbeliever, you're gonna fight.
No. Hold on. I just listen. You cannot, sir. You cannot go. It's like if you're writing a book together, right? You gotta stick on the subject, okay? You gotta stick on the subject, okay? Now, what I'm saying, that's called run-on sentence. what I'm saying is, right? I'm asking a simple question. The Quran, if you're a real Muslim, you shall know what the Quran said and from what the Quran did not say, right? There are many contradictions in the Quran. I could go, for the whole night, okay? It tells that Alexander the Great married to Mary, Jesus Christ's mother. That's Alexander the Great was way before Christ was even born. Mary was even born. Excuse me? It did say that.
What chapter? What
It did say that. It said Surah chapter 19, verse 75.
What does it say? Could you open it for me?
This is my Bible.
Oh, do you
okay?
have
This is my Bible. Okay?
Do you have a copy?
The other Quran we use, this other Quran don't have, it's not fully.
If you know exactly where it is.
I said, listen to me.
I have the Quran on my phone.
Okay, Google it. Where does it said Jesus Christ married to Mary? Alexander the Great married. Listen,
you know it, right? So can you tell me which?
This is not the whole Quran.
What verse?
How is it not the whole Quran?
Listen, I just told you. Because let me ask you a question. Find the chapter I just said. I guarantee you ain't gonna find it. If you read the Quran, Surah chapter 5, verse 51. Hold on. Wait. 5, verse 51. You should find it in here.
Hold this 1 second. Surah.
No, wait, no.
I'm gonna find it right here.
Listen,
it's the same thing. Why does it matter?
No. Listen.
Why?
Just like for instance, right? When you have the Bible, right? You got a small book of the New Testament only, right? That's what it is.
How many verses you got in the Bible?
Excuse me?
How many different Bibles?
You got many different verses.
You only got one Quran.
To Malachi, okay?
You only got one Quran.
No. But you got different verses in the Quran, sir.
No.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
There's one Quran for thousands of years.
You got Surah, right? You got Surah, which is chapter.
Is it Muhammad Ali Quran?
What?
I think it's called Muhammad Ali Quran.
There's only one version of the Quran.
No, I don't think so.
I believe it is.
Show me two different versions of the
What
Quran.
versions? It may be different translations, but there's one original text.
Hold on. The guy that did it, the accurate translation of the Quran, right? Okay.
The original version of the Quran.
Hold on. He have the whole chapter. You have the whole chapter.
There's 30 chapters.
So no. So wait a minute. You got Surah. You got different other verses of Surah, right? No. What I'm saying. Hold on. What I'm saying is, right? I asked him a simple question, right? He says into Islam, right? No, I asked him. He said, I told him that if you're a Muslim, right? If you're a Muslim, you are not supposed to keep a friend with Christian and Jews. Now hold on. He says not in there. It's not in there. That's what he said, right?
No.
I'm going to shoot myself. I'm going to shoot myself. My brother, say stuff for a second. I'm going to shoot it to you.
Look, bro, it is in there. And look, let me tell you why it's in there.
I got a question.
Listen, I'm saying it is in there, but let me tell you why. It's in the context. It's in the context. The reason that verse was revealed at the time was because the prophet was being persecuted by the other tribes that were
trying to kill him.
The other tribes.
Well, the same way you said we couldn't prove what we're proving. Prove that. You have to prove. You have to prove that. That's. I'm going by. We're going to go by what you say.
That's a historical fact. It was revealed.
No, that's not a hard. But you're saying what we're saying is not a historical fact. So you said, and you told us to get the proof. So get the proof.
How many?
We stuck there.
What's your religion exactly?
We're Israelites. We believe.
But you know, Jews don't accept you as Israelites.
It don't matter. The Jews, the fake Jews, don't accept you in that land. Not you per se, but the Arabs, so-called Arabs, are Ishmaelites in that land. Don't matter. The white man, he's a devil. He don't accept any of us. But the point is, so it don't make a difference. But the point is, what we're saying is that when he came up here earlier, give me that Islam song real quick while he's getting it.
So what is your purpose of like being here?
No, this is what it said, right? You said not in the Quran, right?
I said it
hold
is,
on,
but
hold
I
on, sir. Listen, please. It said, are believers supposed to be friends with Christian, Jews, or us Muslim? Hold on. Unbelievers are described by Muhammad in the Quran as the vilest of animals and the lowest of Christian, right? Now hold on, right? Quran, hold on.
You even hear him. Let him finish.
Now man, listen. It said Quran 5 verse 51, just quote. It said, all you who believe, do not take the Jews and the Christians for friends. They are friends of each other. Hold on.
I deny that.
Listen.
Weren't they fighting?
But you're saying, sir.
Let him finish. Why don't you let him finish?
I said, whosoever among you take them for a friend, then surely he is one of them. Surely he is guide of the unjust people. So if you're a Muslim and you have a Jew and a friend, then that's what the Quran says. You're supposed to follow what the Quran says.
It has nothing to do with times or any of that. I'm about to explain to you. Now it's my turn to talk, right?
Go ahead.
The reason that verse was revealed at a time when the prophet, the tribes that he was forming an allies with during Medina, during his time in Medina, the Jews and the Christian had colluded against his tribe. They'd formed a treaty, and they'd broken that treaty. So this verse was revealed at a time for him.
Hold on.
And then you can find another verse in the Quran that tells you the Jews
No,
and
I
the
listen to
Christians
you.
as
I listen to you, right?
No.
Okay,
Let me
go ahead.
finish now.
First
I
521.
no. I look.
Let me hear what you guys say.
I'm just saying, there's just like you found a verse talking about do not befriend the Jews and Christians. There'll be a verse later that reveals make peace and friendship with the Jews and Christians.
Well, then you get that and you show it to us.
You can't just take certain phrases.
I'll give it to you, bro.
But hold on. You have to show us first.
I will
Wait,
show
hold
you,
on.
bro.
Before that, right? He said the reason why Surah chapter 5 verse 51 said that is because there was not what he said before, right? No, you guys find that part to prove that Surah chapter 5 verse 51 to explain why that verse made that statement. So find it from the rest.
And I have a question for you afterwards too, since because he couldn't answer the question earlier, so I got a question for you likewise.
They have the same contradictions that they keep
There's no contradiction.
Zero contradictions. There's only one Quran. There's.
Well, you say you don't even read the book.
I do, but I don't know 100%. I don't memorize it yet. I don't memorize it.
In the Quran, it says your pants are not supposed to touch the ground because Satan is on the ground.
That's not from the Quran.
Huh? And that's another.
Show me.
Show
me.
Which is
That's another point. That's another point I want to bring up.
Hadith-
You have the women that wear the burqas and they cover up.
And that's
That's
not
not
in the
in the Quran.
Exactly.
So
It's
what's in the Hadith? Is that the word of Allah?
it's not the word of Allah.
That's not.
That's the word of men.
That's the word of men or the word of Allah?
The man wants
This
to
is the
cover his
difference.
woman. He has a
No, I didn't ask you that. They stone you if you're not covered. What are you talking about?
Calm down, bro. Just let me
So,
explain
so no, I'm at before you jump answer.
I'm just
The
trying
woman
to
that
have a dialogue, bro. We don't have to yell and shit.
listen. The
calm
women
down.
the women who cover up.
Yeah.
That's not in the Quran. That's
It's not.
So then that's not the word of Allah.
It's not.
But it's not
that
prohibited,
part.
not
No, stop, let him talk.
What the Quran says is
Don't you cover your women?
look.
No,
Look.
we're not
Quran says-
Muslims.
The Quran
Both
says
religions are anti-women. Both of
No,
them.
they're not. You're anti-God. You're anti-God.
I don't believe in
Yeah, exactly. So you go down the block. You're Satan. We both our people in the Ishmaelites recognize you as a great
I don't
Satan.
care. I don't believe
Y'all
in
women
Satan.
walk around naked with behind out and breasts out. I know you don't care. That's why the Arabs want to run you out of the planet.
Both
You're the
suppress
devil.
women. Both
You are the
religions.
devil.
Both religions, the Jewish religion, the Christian religion, the Muslim religion.
What is a
Women
Christian
are
religion?
always suppressed.
No, they're not suppressed. Prove it.
That's
What
why
scriptures?
atheism-
What?
Where are the
Prove
women?
it.
Where are the women?